No, I need him to stop freezing them. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. It's a draw, isn't it? I have more health if it's draws. Kill it. Kill yourself. Yes. Yes. Hello guys, welcome for another video. So I actually think this is a pretty hilarious one, to be fair. So it's my first time that I went for stacking my Braum actually, and I was surprised at how strong DPS Braum is. So the reason I went for it is because like my early items were just really like supporting it. So we already have 2 chain vests, right? And so at first I'm just thinking like, okay, let's just pick up some units, let's see what we can do. And depending on the items we get, we'll see, maybe we can just make 2 GAs out of this, right? You never know. But then you'll see I won't be hitting any items for the GAs, so I just decide to hard pivot and actually hard roll for the Braum, because I think it's gonna be so strong, and I end up being right in this case. So here we're just looking what items we can get, and see, here we get like another part of our Dragon Claw. So it's Dragon Claw and a Thornmail on a Braum. That just seems like it would be really strong. So I'm like, yeah, and I'm probably gonna sell off the Kha'Zix, so I'm like, maybe I can just give it to the Kha'Zix for now. Because either way Kha'Zix falls off late game, right? And if I hit a GA, it's not bad on the Kha'Zix either. So yeah, here we're just picking up some more champs. Like as you can see, they're like, I'm kind of trying to go for Void Knight something, but I'm just not really like getting exactly what I need for it. So my comp is really weird, just a bunch of random level 2s, but it does seem to still win me games, which is obviously great. So yeah, we're just looking, like, okay, maybe later on we swap to Elementalist, so pick up the cannon. I mean, I'm just basically exploring my options at this point and not really committing to anything yet. So somehow we're still winning games, and I think it's just because, yeah, the level 2s just do so much work. And here I'm thinking, okay, what do I want? I kind of want to make GAs, but it's not going to be possible, and then I just decide to go for the Negatron. Oh, actually, I could have made a GA, but I think I already decided here that I want to try the whole Braum stacking thing because I really have good items to support it. And I think I'm eventually going to start rolling down just to find the Braum. I know it's a bit of a crazy play. And for now, I'm just going to stick it on the Kha'Zix because he's probably going to be the first unit to get out if we're going to go with the Braum stacking comp. So we pick up some Void units here, but I'm not sure at this point I still want it because I've really decided Braum is the way to go. So I've just decided to just not even bother picking it up because, well, if we're gonna go Braum, that just doesn't fit in anywhere anymore. So we're just gonna be looking for Rangers and Glacials. So actually there was a Mord there, and I should have probably picked that up because you'll see at the end of the game, I'll be 1 Mord short. Oh, okay, like actually, yeah, it would have been nice to pick it up. But yeah, it's what it is. I can't see my gold right now at my screen, so it might have been for econ. It's just too low quality in my preview here. So we pick up an Ash, we already have a Vayne, we have a Varus, so we just need to hit the upgrades now. If we hit some upgrades, we can pivot. I'll probably roll relatively soon for the Braum, I reckon, because right now I have a pretty high chance to hit it still. And we're still winning games, which is really funny to me. So we hit 1 upgrade, that's really nice. Yeah, see here we roll down, try to find that goddamn Braum. So we hit a Lysandra, just okay, you know, for now. But it's not really like, yeah, gonna do much. But Kha'Zix is still very much carrying the games at the moment. So here I do got Void, but then I'm like, yeah, okay, it's too late. And we finally got the Braum up, so I immediately sell the Kha'Zix, transfer items to the Braum because I think it is worth it. And you see, like, Braum is doing quite a bit of DPS, honestly. Even at level 1. All my other units are level 2 at this point, right? So I'm just looking for more stack items for him. Kind of looking for a belt and for shivs, because I think shivs is the second best thing that I can get for my rangers, right? So all we need is passive damage outcome and a Braum that gets hit. That's the idea. So see, all we need now is one more belt, and we have Warmox up as well. And I'm still looking for the Braum, but now I'm finding it a bit harder to find him apparently. But we do hit the Varus upgrade, which is great, of course. Though this kind of strategy is super risky because I'm really destroying my economy a bit, right? But we're still doing fine. The Braum is doing a lot of work at the moment. And we are, like, our econ is not super bad either way. There are the two Brahms, so that makes me, of course, super happy. It's a bit unlucky we didn't do it before the game, because then we would have won that game and we would have been way stronger because we would have that win streak still going. Either way, we're looking quite good now. We already have 2 ashes as well, so now I just want to start looking for another ash, because yeah, you know, that's probably what's going to carry me the game. And I get a shitload of items, including a shiv, so that's perfect. I want the shiv on my ash, even though she's level 1, because it seems very likely that I'll be able to make her level 2. And ash is a very good hero to get the shiv. In theory, I could have used it on the Varus as well, or even on the Vayne, but on the Vayne it's really bad because the tier doesn't do anything on the Vayne, right? So it feels like a bit of a waste. But on the Ashe it's really strong because her ult is amazing. So we're getting some more items and we have another GA in hand. I should probably use it soon. But it's really funny to me, like, how much damage the units are taking just from attacking my Braum at this point already. And once we have the Warmox up as well, he'll be really tough to kill, right? So I'm thinking about either BT or Guardian Angel, but I think I do go for Guardian Angel. So now we've fallen behind quite a bit because I tried to get my econ back up. I could have also just spent gold and find like other stuff, but I just or level, but I just didn't think it was worth it. So here we're going for another Shiv. So that's why I picked up the tier, because there were no belts available. We hit the Kindred, which is really big. And I put the GA on the Darius because it's likely that the Darius is the unit that's gonna go out. I could have already swapped in the Kindred for Phantom, I guess, but I wasn't really sure if it was worth it. And here I see like my Braum's just standing there and dealing damage by just standing there. Unfortunately, not strong enough to kill him. So here I level, we put in the Kindred, we have Phantom up, and we have our 4 Rangers. We also have Knights, so that makes our Braum really nice. So now the next thing that we're looking for is Guardians, right? And by leveling, we have a higher chance of finding those as well. Unfortunately, we're still taking a lot of damage, but I do find the Leona immediately, which is just really big for us. And so now we're looking at leveling next and finding more upgrades for the Leona and the Kindred, right? I find an Anivia, and I'm kind of tempted to like throw it in there, but there's just not really like any room for her. I really prefer, because I went full on the Braum strategy, right? So I really need to make my Braum as tanky as possible so that everything just destroys itself on my Braum. That's the whole idea behind the comp. So here I pick up the Sedge, which is nice, of course. I immediately throw out the Darius for it because it also gives me Glacial. So this will let my comp survive quite a bit longer, and the Sedge ult can be really big. Kindred ult's doing a lot, and we did a lot of damage there. I think it was a clone, not 100% sure. So now we're still looking for upgrades, but I decide to level first, and we get the Guardian buff going. I do want my Braum kind of front, because I want stuff to be hitting my Braum, right? So Phantom is good, like stuff is just killing himself, and it's perfect. And as you can see, Braum is doing a decent amount of damage most games. So we got, instead of the Shiv, by the way, we made a Hush on the Ashe. I saw that. I saw it being done by another streamer. I think it was Xwalk who did it, who said it was really strong, but I'm not 100% sure. And it actually does seem to help out quite a bit because if they're hushed, they're not using abilities, so they're using more auto attacks on Braum in this case, which is even better, right? So that really helps a lot in this comp. Because auto attacking my Braum is not what you want to happen. So here we pick up another Kindred, which is nice. I'm rolling down just to find another upgrade for my Sedge or my Kindred, but I'm not able to find any, or my Leona. So there's a lot of upgrades that I still need to hit. But even without the upgrades, we're pretty strong actually. I'm not gonna reposition against Dragon, I don't think, because with Glacial you really just don't have to. Everything's frozen either way. We had the Sedge, which is big. And let's see where it goes from here. So we got a Cursed Blade, and I'm probably gonna just throw that on my Ash. I would reckon. Oh no, I can't throw it on my Ash. Well, on my other Rangers. Yeah, there we go. So I do just have a random sword laying on my bench, which I don't like. I probably want to make it into another GA somewhere, but I'm just not sure on who yet. So that's why it's just sitting on the bench. Oh wait, I tossed it on someone. Oh yeah, on the Leona. So I'm probably gonna put a GA on the Leona. We're still looking, not really getting it. I do think at this point I forget to look for mords, so I might have passed some, but I don't think I did. As far as I can tell, I didn't. So here we take a bit more damage. We're really low, but we're already top 3. And so we hit Brahms, but I'm not sure if Braum 3 is realistic at this point, but I'm like, I mean, if they show up, I might as well take them, right? Because if we have Braum 3, we just win the game, right? We just win the game right there. Here we face a clone, which is really nice for us, gives us some time. And so now we can start looking for that last piece to make our Braum strong, which is another belt, and then we have a Warmox as well. So we throw the Warmox on, and we are good to go again. So I want to position like this because that gives my Guardian buff to quite a bunch of units, and it was also really good positioning against them, I guess. And so they're hitting my Braum, and they lose because of it. Well, Braum did not do that much this game. But in general, like the Braum is just so tanky. It just soaks up damage either way. And then if you can return some of that damage, it's obviously beautiful. So here it's a really, really close game that I just end up winning because, well, he's just hitting my Braum and killing himself on my Braum, which is super, super beautiful, of course. And so we end up first place because of our Braum. That just really, really made me chuckle and yeah, super happy. I hope you enjoyed this overview and learned a thing or two. Either way, come check me out in my stream or subscribe down below if you enjoyed the content. And catch you guys in the next one.